for me as a journalist, this is the first time that I would say I didn't get pushed somewhere because I was trying to cover the election. Good day all, and I'm here to tell you about my experience covering the 2023 general elections as a journalist in Abuja, the capital of Nigeria. The 2023 general elections has come and gone, and a lot of lessons learned from the whole process. From before the election, that's the time that precedes the election day, on the 25th of February, that the presidential and National Assembly election was conducted, was full of all sorts of preparations and speculations around the way the elections will go. And fast forward to the day, the D-Day, when the 2023 presidential elections and the National Assembly elections was conducted across Nigeria, and the FCT, that's the 37th, if you would say, states, if you can count it like that. So my experience in Abuja was very, very good for me. I believe that there is a lot of improvements compared to the 2019 general elections. In Abuja, from most of the polling units that I went to cover the elections, to get international observers and local observers' views and takes around the election, everything was peaceful, from the point of pasting names of accredited voters on walls or trees or wherever place they decide to paste the names on papers was similar. In some places, people were so organized that they made sure to try to form lines even before the election officials arrived, because people that arrived the polling units before the time, 7 a.m., that was before the time the election officials would arrive, but the INEC officials and the ad hoc staff that were recruited for the purpose of conducting the general election. So after that, you joined the queue, and it was seamless. We saw seamlessness in Life Camp, Area 10, Garki, and some other parts of Abuja that I went around trying to make the coverage for my organization as a multimedia journalist. In one or two polling units, I observed that some people came late, or they've been on the queue before 2 p.m. And then at some point, the election officials around 5 p.m. said they wouldn't continue taking voters to cast their votes, and which led to some rowdy sessions. At the end of the day, people were able to still stay on the queue because some senior officials came and said, just give them chances, even if it is going to be 10 p.m. at night, for them to exercise their franchise. Fast forward to counting of votes, I experienced a few polling units where votes were counted, and I spoke to a lot of voters that were able to cast their ballot, and it was seamless also. We saw that agents from different political parties, the major political parties, the other political parties, were able to come together as one to monitor, to oversee the way their votes were counted. And it was such a good sight that for the first time for me, that agents of political parties came together, marrying, eating together. Not like there were not glitches in some places, but as far as I'm concerned, and from all of the polling units that I went to, more than 10, the Abuja conduct was relatively peaceful. There wasn't any case of ballot box snatching or some infractions or chaos or like rowdy sessions that I saw. For me as a journalist, this is the first time that I would say I didn't get pushed somewhere because I was trying to cover the election. Nobody pushed me. There wasn't security officers that pushed me because I was trying to do my job, because I knew my boundary and I stopped at where we're supposed to stop to even take a camera, so that we wouldn't intrude into the privacy of what the Electoral Act stipulated that we should do when we go to the field to cover elections as journalists. So the international observers spoke about the conduct of the election, saying it was fair and credible, in the sense that the only place that there was some infractions or some kind of lack of competence in the system is where the IREV portal was not working to transmit results live. I mean, just like the Beavers worked seamlessly during this election, there wasn't complaint. People were able to register either by thumb printing to be accredited, or by taking their photo, passport, and they'll be accredited. But it was just about the IREV that everyone was complaining about for the presidential election. The results were not able to be uploaded on the IREV portal. So that was it. That was about it. Everything was seamless. I didn't experience any violence. I didn't experience any assault by security operatives like we usually see when they feel like you're trying to go beyond the boundary that was set for journalists to pass. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I wouldn't even grade it, but I would say for me personally, witnessing 2015 general elections as an adult, 2019 and 2023, so far 2023 seems the most peaceful for me in the capital city of Nigeria, Abuja.